Speaker number 10, RCF and Arctic Sovereignty, Guardians of Canada's North.
Orateur numéro 10, l'ARC et la souveraineté dans l'Arctique. Gardiens du Nord canadien.
Greetings and hellos to everyone who is here today. I'm speaker number 10, and I stand before you wonderful people to shed light on a very important role the RCF plays to ensure our country's safety and security, the guardianship of the Canadian North. You see, Canada's North is not just a vast region of barren ice and snow. It's an essential part of our territory that possesses utterly immense strategical power that could very soon enough show its true potential and possibilities. With global conflicts, interest in our shipping routes, and other political issues alike, now has never been more of an important time to protect and ensure possession of this not just piece of land, but piece of Canadian history. This is where the RCAF's unrivaled courage, determination, and true excellence in all its glory comes to play. The first big thing I want to talk to you about today is the RCF's prestigious surveillance capabilities, as our Arctic skies are always being monitored 24/7 with the use of highly advanced technologies, such as the RadarSat constellation, which is a trio of satellites that can capture high-resolution pictures no matter what conditions, and have constant coverage over the Arctic to track and locate ships or other things alike. Another great surveillance technology in Canada's arsenal is drones. You may have heard of their use in the war in Ukraine, but lo and behold, Canada has them too. Drones in Canada's Arctic assist in the surveillance and monitoring of ship traffic, ice conditions, and even the detection of pollution and oil spills. These technologies are just a couple of the many technologies that are created to ensure that any threats or potential threats are dealt with ASAP. Top-of-the-line security is not just important for our Arctic land, but Canada as a whole. When the RCF is protecting us by keeping watch over our Arctic airspace, they are also conducting search and rescue missions. Members of the RCF are trained to the utmost fullest extent possible to ensure that the recovery of any lost people, military personnel, ships, downed aircraft, or even lost cargo is done in swift fashion. So any time wasted in these harsh conditions of the Canadian North can very easily result in mission losses or even failure. But let me guarantee you, there is no need to worry about any failures or losses in search and rescue, as the RCF has the best of both worlds, possessing, and I quote, extraordinarily capable equipment and technologies, which works diligently hand in hand with our truly amazing and skilled personnel. Speaking on the topic of technologies, let's talk about one of the many wonderful and innovative aircraft the RCF used for search and rescue, the CH-149 Camarade, which is a long-range helicopter that's actually purely designed and dedicated for search and rescue. It can also operate in very severe conditions, which makes it very ideal for Canada's challenging geography and climate, such as its north. The Camarade can carry up to 12 stretchers or a load of 5,000 kilograms. Its advanced systems provide a stable hover for critical hoisting operations, as it has helped and has been helping rescue mountain climbers, lost hikers, ship crews, and more since the early 2000s when it was introduced. But now, we get to possibly the most important role the RCF plays in the northern land, asserting our sovereignty. While the general population of the northern area may be considered low, the sheer power gained from possessing such an area is truly, truly immense. Northern land in our hands provides Canada overhead access to Europe and Asia. And as you can imagine, the RCF makes their presence and power well known up in the Arctic to ensure possession, with the RCF even having a military base at the tip-top region of Nunavut, being known as Alert, which is around 4,150 kilometers north from our country's capital of Ottawa, Ontario. Alert isn't the only base, though, as there are a few other bases scattered around up in the cold, cold north. From these bases, the RCF's aircraft are able to be flown, which brings me to the most important aspect of asserting our sovereignty over this essential piece of land: Border Patrol. As with virtually every country in the world, Border Patrol is essential for keeping sovereignty over your country and for your country's general safety. That's why many countries spend grand amounts of money on Border Patrol. And in Canada's Arctic, along with Canada as a whole, is absolutely no exception. Alongside other military branches, such as the Canadian Coast Guard and the Canadian Army, the RCF conducts routine patrol flights over the Arctic coast and general Arctic land to enforce Canadian regulations and demonstrate an active presence in the Arctic to ensure that any wrongdoers are aware of the pure potential of the RCAF. Well, That sums up the main part of my speech. However, as Canada as a whole embraces the future, the importance of the RCF's mission in the Arctic will only continue to grow. With major conflicts and concerns starting to arise around the world, the need for a powerful and capable military has never been greater in a long time. But I can assure you, as with every situation, the RCF will always find a way. So in conclusion, let's take a moment to appreciate the absolute exceptional work and vital role the RCF plays in keeping our Arctic land safe and secure. Thank you.
Thank you, speaker number 10.
Merci, orateur numéro 10.